What's going on, folks, and welcome to another Scum video. I hope you're all doing well. Again, thank you so much for the support you guys have been showing on the channel. We really do have something awesome going on here, so thank you very much for that. Now, this is a game-changing update, mind the pun, but this really is game-changing. There are so many things here that are going to change the way the game is played, the outcomes, and all that good stuff as well. We've got skills, we've got new clothing, we even have a whole new PvP system that's going to be changing a lot of things, and for me personally, I'm really glad to see something like this as well. So look, the link is down below in the description, guys. Follow me through this because I'm going to be going through all of this in order as well, and you guys can go into detail because I'm not going to go into the minor details with all of the archery stuff. It's down below, so I'm going to vaguely go through some of it. I'm going to show some pictures on the screen and all that good stuff as well. So here we go. So basically the archery skill is now in the game, and you have to have a strength attribute to work alongside this skill also. So if you find a compound bow and you can't use it, you really need to train with lower bows to get these up. Now this is the compound bow. As you can see, it takes 60 pounds of pressure. The hashtag is pounds here, by the way. So it takes 60 pounds of pressure for you to use, and you can use different arrows with this. You can also use different sights with the compound bow. Also, you've got the silencers. You've even have where's the image for it? There is an image here. Here we go. So with the compound bow in particular, these are the different sights and stabilizers and the silencer that you can use. So basically the stabilizers, the two bottom left items there, basically they help you stabilize the bow and also narrow the spread as well, so you don't you're not shaking around so much. It's actually giving you a better chance at hitting your target without getting too much spread. You've obviously got your sights there on the right hand side. They help you zero in better on your target as well. There's also three of them, as you can see, but each have different zeroing points as well. The one pin sight is attached by default on the compound bow, which you guys will be able to see when you find it in game. That is what I have on my character there currently. Now, just going back up again, you've got the different bows. You've got the improvised bow, you've got the recurve bow as well. Now, all these will take different draw weights. As you can see, the recurve bow is up from 40 pounds to 100 pounds of pressure, and the improvised bow is 20 to 35. Now, as I said, I'm not going to bore you with all this sort of stuff because I know a lot of people like their guns. They're not too fond of the bow, but the bow is a really, really good weapon in the game for silent kills, etc. Especially when you've got the silencer on that compound bow. I can imagine that's going to be really, really good. So the silencer works by when you release the string on the bow, you don't hear that snapping sound when it actually hits the bow, so to speak. But there's all sorts of different things there. You guys can go through it yourself. Just have a read and really get into it. You've got different strengths, which obviously react to the different draw weights that these bows obviously command. That's what they want. So you've got different things there, guys. So check that out. There's a load there on the archery. I'm just not going to go through it right now. I'm so sorry. But have a look, and if you've got any issues, we can discuss it in the chat as well. So we're here to discuss the update. That's what it's all about, guys. There's also quivers as well. There's three types of quivers: the improvised quiver, the animal skin quiver, and on the right hand side you have the military quiver, which is the one that I'm actually using on my character there. You can see that actually looks really, really cool. I do like the look of that, and it sort of really does bring the quiver and everything into the game. You can actually hold 3 sets of 12 arrows in the quiver, so I've got a load of arrows in there right now. Now, the improvised quiver can hold up to 1 type of arrow, and the durability is low. The animal skin quiver can hold up to 2 types of arrows, medium durability, and a military quiver can hold up to 3 types of arrows, highly durable, and that's what I'm wearing there, as I said before. You can carry it on its own, or you can carry it alongside the backpack, as you can see in that image there as well. Again, here's all the images of the sights and stuff like that you can have, the stabilizers and the silencer, which is in the top left, to actually use on that arrow as well. Now, here's the red dot sight. Obviously, I did do a video on this, so the red dot sight is now officially in as well. Everything on here is officially in the game, by the way. So the red dot sight, something people have been asking for a long time, and I think this is a really great idea because it really does help with obviously hitting the target But iron sights can be a pain in the ass for some of us, and especially me. So red dot sight is really going to help out a hell of a lot. Now the fire modes. Now the fire modes is something that is quite important because most people say, I don't know what fire mode I'm in. So with the left control and the left click on the mouse button, you can reassign if you like. You will now see an indicator for 3 rounds, which is fully automatic, and you will see an indicator for 1 round on that rifle as well, which you will see in your hotbar at the bottom. Which obviously the single one is for semi-automatic as well. So that's just the base. You know, we really wanted that in a long time ago. And that's just something that I think is quite important because a lot of us have been asking for it. It's basics, really, isn't it? So you know what you're doing. They did have the audio, but people were getting a bit confused, including myself. And sometimes didn't know which fire mode I was in, and I didn't really want to be wasting those valuable rounds at the same time. This is pretty cool. This is something that I used to see in DayZ. Now, I would really like to see, obviously, in the left-hand side, you can see all your stats, the energy, the stamina, and the health and all that stuff. I would like to kind of see that gone. I mean, that's just me. I mean, it's not going to go. It's going to stay. But, I mean, I like less on the screen. The less is more for me. But that is pretty cool, actually. So you now have a blood drip that flashes when you're actually bleeding. And obviously when you're bleeding out, that's going to flash. You know you're bleeding because there are times when you don't really know if you're bleeding or not. In fact, when I'm streaming, 90% of the time people have to say to me that I'm losing blood. They can see my health going down. So it's quite handy to actually have that up there. Now, this is a pretty big deal here. This is probably one of the biggest deals of this update, which is the respawn timers. Now, I don't believe that if you're in a firefight, you die, you come back. Yes, it's a game. I can understand that. I can respect people's opinions on that and appreciate it at the same time. But for me, coming from a DayZ background, I'm talking DayZ mod mainly, when you're dead, you're dead. You're at the firefight. You know, let your squad carry on until, you know, whoever wins, wins. But so, the random respawn, 25 fame points, and has no respawn timer or cooldown. So you can do a random respawn for 25 fame points. Now, obviously, when you die, if you constantly going on spawning on squad, you're going to lose a load of fame points, plus something else, which I'll go into in a sec. Now, obviously, sector respawn is 50 fame points with initial cooldown of 15 seconds. And if you die after that and choose another sector respawn, it's going to initially add another 15 seconds, and it will keep doing that until you have to wait forever to be able to get in. Now, shelter respawns 75 fame points with an initial cooldown of 30 seconds and increases for 30 seconds for each consecutive use. Time needed for the cooldown to get back to 30 seconds is 120 seconds wait time, and each time you use those 60 seconds gets multiplied by 1.5. So basically, if you're constantly using that and you die, then you're going to have to wait longer and longer. Now, this is the one that I really am interested in. The squad respawn. 100 fame points with an initial cooldown of 60 seconds and increases for 60 seconds for each consecutive use. Time needed for the cooldown to get back to 60 seconds is 180 seconds of wait time, and each time you use it, those 180 seconds get multiplied by 2. So basically, if you're in a firefight, you're having a squad battle, whatever, you want to spawn back on squad, you need to use 100 fame points, and you will get 60 seconds that you have to wait. Now, if you go back in and you die again, and you spawn on squad again, you will then have to wait 120 seconds, so to speak, and that will keep going up every time you do a squad respawn, which is really, really good. It's a completely different way of doing things, and it's a great way that the devs, they haven't officially taken out because, you know, people do enjoy this sort of stuff. But I think it's going to work for everyone and all that good stuff as well. So that's basically the respawns. And don't forget, I hope you're looking at this, guys, in the link in the description below here, because obviously you can go through it with me. And I do apologise if I'm being very blasé about things. I haven't had a lot of sleep, so I really wanted to get this out there for you guys to see as well. And please don't forget to share it with everyone that plays Scum also, because that would be awesome. So there's some underwater caves here. Very random, very weird. Who doesn't love some underwater exploring? So there's some underwater caves. I don't know if there's a scuba suit coming or something. I think the devs did say something about a scuba suit. Not entirely sure the deal with the underwater caves, but that could be pretty cool. You know, you don't know what's down there. You can keep some loot there or whatever. Okay, so moving on. The fashion, just a small fashion update. We added a new line of beanie hats. Look at them beanie hats, all camo. They look really freaking cool, actually. I really do like them. And yeah, well, there's not really much I can say there. They're beanie hats. You know, you can find them. Supporter pack update. We've added a new action that all supporters can use. It is the whistling icon, which you can see there. So if you hold tab, go to the character, and if you look at the top one, you see the little music symbol. You can whistle in-game, which is good for if you're doing squad stuff and all that good stuff as well. So now they've fixed a load of bugs. Fixed the bug with doors staying closed. Fixed the bug with clients crashing if the admin drone was active on the server. Possible fix for wrong kind of respawning while entering or exit events. Fixed underwater fog bug, but resolution scale is not 100. Fixed heat sources being shared between single player. QOL additions. There's a load of different stuff here. So, respawn on squad now disabled if all members are dead or if any squad mate is in combat. So, basically what it's saying there is, obviously, you can't respawn if all your members are dead, and if any of your squad mates is in combat, you can't spawn back on that character either. Failing lockpicking will correctly give a small amount of experience now. Failing lockpicking will also cause a loss of 1 fame point. So for the people who love the thievery, they're not going to like this one, but there should be some way to stop people raiding every 5 seconds. It's very, very difficult system to have. So maybe that will deter people from just picking everything they see and maybe just try and go for one place. Lowered the spawn rate on the cargo drops 1 an hour with a 10-minute before notification. And added engine sound to admin drone gets turned off when entering silent mode. Now, there's a load of admin commands here. Loads of admin commands that they can use in the server. And also they can apply to the server as well. Obviously, you guys can see that. There's a lot there. I'm not going to go through them right now. But you guys can see it at the end of the update there. So it's a very big update. It is a very big update. Most of this stuff, guys, you're going to be seeing on my streams. That's what I mainly do. But I do like to do these update videos as well. And obviously you've got the page 3 of the comic down there if you guys have been keeping up to date with that. The link is there. So as I've said several times in the video here, at the bottom you'll see page 1, page 2, page 3 to keep up with a bit of the story, but the lore that they're throwing in as well, which is great artwork. So thank you very much for that. So that's pretty much it for now, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, follow, and keep up to date with all the latest. We want to see this game succeed, and they're making some changes at the moment that are really positive. They're not all going to be perfect. It is early access still. You know, they're working with the community. They're not just working with each other, but they're working with the community to make this game the game the players want to see and play. So, with that being said, guys, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.